Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. Let's go big. Go big means begin in gratitude. It's a tradition we do at the beginning of everything we do. So this morning, I'm grateful. I've really been thinking about this a lot. I'm grateful for those who have trusted me, those that have trusted me, even when perhaps I didn't yet trust myself. And think about it, that gift changes everything. When somebody extends trust to you, don't you rise up to become more trustworthy? So, what if this most underused power, superpower at any age, what if the most underrated superpower at any age is trust? Now, I don't mean blind trust. I don't mean reckless trust, but earned trust. The kind of trust that's given wisely, the kind of trust we choose to extend even before it's earned, so that, or in order to, build something greater than either party could do alone. There was a recent study out of, I think it's called Utrecht University, it's in the Netherlands, which caught my attention. It wasn't written as a leadership article or a spiritual message, but here's what it revealed. Trust is the one trait that consistently boosts happiness across every stage of life. That's right. More than optimism, more than confidence, more than intelligence, trust in others and being trustworthy ourselves brings the greatest return in happiness. Now, yet, what kind of a world do we live in now? A VUCA world, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, noisy, divided, often cynical. Would you agree with me that trust feels rare? You know, we're so blessed to have a relationship with Stephen M. R. Covey, who wrote the book Trust and Inspire. And in that book, it has made such a difference, not only for me or those that but for the world, really. I think it's a book that every person should read. Trust and Inspire by Stephen M. R. Covey. And what he does is he contrasts the outdated command and control model of leadership with a new standard, trust and inspire. And that's all about lead with character, extend trust intentionally, and inspire, not manipulate. You see, you don't manage people, you model trust, you extend trust, and then you grow together. And that sounds a lot like the river to me, the way that we look at the river. And we spell it TH apostrophe RIVER. You see, in the river mindset, we don't believe in reservoirs. What do we believe in? We believe in flow and letting trust move through us, not just to us. We believe that the measure of our influence is not how much we control, but how much we can release, what we call arrows out. We trust in God's timing. We trust in enduring principles. And yes, we trust in others, not because they're perfect, but because trust is what transforms imperfection into impact. You know, the world says, be careful who you trust. Wisdom says, be thoughtful in how you trust. Trust doesn't follow leadership. Trust is leadership. So, what's our challenge for this week? Look around. Ask yourself, where in my life can I choose to trust? Choose to trust wisely and courageously so that it creates ripples of growth, strength, and happiness, because that's what it does. As you trust, it builds trustworthiness. Maybe it's with your own children. Maybe it's with your colleagues or your teammates, your customers or your clients or other relationships you have. But where in my life can I choose to trust wisely and courageously so that it creates ripples of growth, strength, and happiness? I think it was Hemingway that said the best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. Let's have a meaningful week. Let's make it a trustworthy week. Share this with somebody that you would like to let them know how much you trust them. Have a meaningful week. And I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye bye.